expensive, and it is 3 p.m. but it is still so busy. It's crazy. They're known for the kongguksu, which is soybean which has been blended up and turned into a soup which they pour onto noodles and serve cold. So we're gonna get one of those and a cold spicy noodles because it seems pretty popular here too. I'm really hungry and I'm seriously excited to see what it's like because I can't imagine it at all. Are you excited?
Yes, because I love cold noodles. I love cold noodles more than Noms loves cold noodles, so I'm more keen for this and I asked for this dish specifically. I've been so excited for this. Let's try it. It has a slightly grainy texture, which is the texture of the ground soybeans, obviously. It tastes a little like beans, which is pretty expected. The soup is a little bit salty, and there's just enough umami to taste like almost chickeny in flavor. Just a little bit. Very interesting. Not what I expected at all. Let's try the noodles. Very chewy. It's cold, which is really nice because it's actually quite hot today. When you're chewing the noodles, the graininess of the soup is kind of toned down a little bit, so it's not too strange of a texture. It's more just like a really thick, creamy, slightly beany flavored sauce mixed in with very chewy noodles. Some people might find this a bit strange, but I really like this. It's really satisfying.
I think that might be shredded fish cakes.
I think it's radish, it's crunchy.
Oh, okay.
This is very savory, a little bit salty, a little bit sweet. Since it's spicy and a bit vinegary, if you eat it with the kongguksu, it's really good together.
The second dish we got was bibimguksu. It is a cold noodles with spicy, usually kimchi, but it looks like this time they might use fresh pickles instead of kimchi. Let's give it a go. It's so cold and refreshing. It's not as spicy as I thought it would be. It's a little bit sweet, and there's quite a bit of sesame oil in it. Some vinegar to make it a little bit sour, and some vegetables. It just makes it really refreshing. Something that you definitely eat in the summer. Highly recommend this one. It's actually so good.
Oh, those portions were gigantic. I think we finished off half our food, to be honest, just half. It's really good, but it's just really, really big. Highly recommend coming here at like 3 or 4 o'clock if you can, because it does get very busy, even though we're there at like 2:30.
Maybe it's because it's a Saturday, so it's quite busy, but we can't promise that the weekdays will be any quieter. Either way, there are 4 dishes, those 2 that we ordered, as well as chicken noodle soup and dumplings, and it seems like any one of those dishes are equally popular as each other.
Highly recommend coming here if it's summer and you're hot and you just want cold food to try out.
We had dinner at ganjang soy sauce marinated raw crab. I think this one's the original ganjang-ge장.
Original ganjang-ge장. Marinated raw crab. Very creamy. It's a little bitter, but it tastes very strongly of the ocean. Kind of like if you were juiced an oyster, very much down to its bitter flavor. Try the meat. The texture is almost like fat. It's a little blocky, but it melts a little bit in the mouth. It's very strongly of seafood. The sauce is very light. It's more like to give it some salt. There's a bit of savory saltiness from the soy sauce, but otherwise the main flavor is the crab.
Tastes a little like sesame.
Yeah. The raw crab doesn't taste like how I thought it would, but that's an experience.
This is the spicy, it's gejang. Let's try it.
The sauce is good, but quite spicy. Kind of like gochujang. There's like proper chili sprinkled throughout, so that's really spicy. I think it takes away too much from the crab flavor, so I prefer it less than the other one. You're up for something spicy? This is very spicy. This one is a small soy sauce crab. I don't quite know what the difference is, but it has a different name. It kind of tastes like tomato. Like they added tomato to it. It's a little bit sour. Maybe it was just at the beginning. I don't know. It's got a bit of a deeper, richer flavor, I think. I like the sesame sauce that they put on here. It's really tasty. You'd think that sesame sauce would be too strong or a raw seafood, but it goes surprisingly well because it's so flavorful, savory. It really complements the flavors. It's fun eating raw crab and sucking it out and making a mess as well. Don't be afraid to eat this. It's really tasty, and if you like sashimi, it's kind of that texture. Quite a deep seafood flavor. Come in expecting to try something interesting.
What'd you think? It was really good. It was really good for a first time experience. It wasn't too out of the ordinary, and a lot of people there were foreigners, so they catered a lot to people who didn't speak Korean too well. Although it is a very famous spot, which is not something we'd usually go for, in terms of it being quite an unusual dish, especially being a raw seafood dish, it's definitely a safer alternative than going to a more unknown restaurant location. For me personally, the flavor of the crab was a little bit bitter. I'm not sure if that place didn't quite manage to eliminate that bitterness, or if that's just the natural flavor that you get in soy sauce crab. Otherwise, the flavor was really tasty. The texture was super enjoyable too. A really good experience, especially for our first time where we had no idea what to expect. I like that the portions were small. It made it cheaper, but it means you can try a different variety of foods as well. If you do go, it is one portion per person, but there are other options such as stir-fried dishes if you or someone else in your party will not be able to eat it. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. We're gonna have yukhwe for dinner. That's raw beef. The side of sannakji. That's raw octopus. This is a steer peck. Let's try it. It's very light in flavor, not salty at all. It's a little spicy, it's because of pepper, but it goes away pretty fast. This is sannakji, which is raw octopus tentacles. It's freshly cut, so it's still moving a little bit. I can feel the muscles moving at the end of my chopsticks. It's a bit bizarre, actually. It is similar to the texture of cooked octopus, but it has more of the structural integrity a little bit. Instead of biting it and it tears apart, you have to keep chewing and chewing. It's not that bad though, it's still tender. You can feel the suckers a little bit, but some people made it out to be a really strong, like, suction sensation, but it's really light. It tastes like cooked octopus. There's not much difference between the taste of raw and cooked octopus, but it's predominantly sesame in flavor because there's sesame seeds on top, and I think it's covered in sesame oil as well. It's really good. It's not as weird as it sounds.
This one is yukhwe. It's raw beef, but they also have shredded pears, raw egg yolk, and spring onions. The first flavors you get are the sweet pears and the sesame oil. The egg yolk doesn't really do much. I don't get anything from that, but the more you chew, the more you get the beef flavor. And it's really refreshing. Everything is cold. It's almost like the texture of a really lean tuna sashimi. It's very chewy. Since it's sliced really thinly, it's very tender. It's really tasty. It's sweet and then it goes savory afterwards. And it's not a lot of salt. It's more of the just umami. I actually really recommend it if you like raw seafood. I think it has a similar experience.
We are at 신당동떡볶이 town. Why is there a whole town based on tteokbokki? The history is that one time a lady was making a meal for her family, and then she accidentally dropped the rice cake inside her jjajang. So she took it out and she ate it,
and realized this is really tasty. So that's where the Jjajang-style tteokbokki is born. And because it was so popular, they opened up a whole bunch of them down the street. I think the original one is right here, Mabokding. But we'll see which one is more popular. Let's choose a place. 신당동떡볶이. That one's jjajangmyeon. So I'm guessing that this one and that one are slightly different. They go by number of people sizes. There's really no small one if you want to eat by yourself. This one might look like normal gochujang sauce, but it's actually a mix of both the red sauce and the jjajang sauce. So I guess when the lady dropped the tteok in, it already had the sauce on it.
We just leave it?
I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
I'm not sure what this is. I think it's a fried mandu, like a fried dumpling. But it was checked in there. We're gonna eat this first because it's supposed to be a bit crunchy. I think it's still crunchy. I'm not sure there's anything inside, but it's good. This is the top, the rice cake. Let's try it. Very soft, but still chewy inside.
How's the sauce?
It's spicy.
Does it taste like jjajangmyeon? Does it taste different? So what does it taste like?
It tastes very similar to the original one. It's a little sweet and a little spicy. Peppery from the red pepper sauce. I think I'm just struggling to find the jjajang in it.
I'm gonna try the noodles and the vegetables. Your pot falling apart. Not good.
That's not good.
I thought it would be really overcooked, but the noodles are still chewy and the vegetables are still a little bit crunchy. In terms of flavor, it is just a little spicy and not much else to me, so it is a bit disappointing. It's a very interesting concept. I think this street was popularized because they add so many more ingredients than just the usual stock and vegetables. But if you do come here, I would actually recommend trying the jjajang version. Otherwise, it's not bad. I'm not sure I would order this particular one again, but it's tteokbokki. It's a really good snack food, and it's hot. So I'm just going to enjoy it while it's still here.
The fish cake is so nice and chewy. Delicious.
You're very obsessed with fish cakes now.
I really like them. But the tteok is nice too. I actually really like the noodles, and I think it's because I generally like noodles. How are we gonna finish all this?
It's a two-person portion, so technically we should
Two-person. You're right. This could feed like 4.
I'm really full.
I'm really full.
We couldn't even finish it. It's for 2 people, but we couldn't finish it.
I guess tteokbokki is normally a very cheap meal. But the size of this, I mean, for the price, that's a lot of food.
Honestly, incredibly large.
Definitely recommend getting just the jjajang, because with the mixed jjajang and the normal tteokbokki sauce, you really can't taste it.
It's a little unfortunate, yeah, you can't taste it.
As to which one you should go to, we don't know, we just picked one randomly. So, I mean, if there's one that's super crowded or one that you think looks better than the rest, go for that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an interesting experience.
I don't expect them all to be that different from each other either.
Otherwise, as to where you can find this restaurant and the whole SinDangDong-style street, we will put the information in our website, which will be linked in the description below.
As to where we are now, follow us on Instagram at 20speakeatgo.